7,720 pounds. A really cool left to center different 297 rear living open range triple slide coming back to us here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. I kind of had that sense. I was walking through this thing taking my pictures and I realized I've been through a trailer not like this one, but this specific trailer, we didn't sell it to the original owner. The original owner actually only used it twice. Then they traded it in here. We sold it to the second owner who used it for a while before it was time to update and upgrade. This thing is, this is 11 pounds of sugar, not 10, packed into a 5-pound sack. And basically every ounce of this thing is just totally different and unconventional, and that's probably why I love it. It's weird. I like weird things. Like, you see how you've got this just wide open living space, you know, there's no island eating it all up. However, over here in our dual recliners slide out, you've got this kind of central sort of storage thing right here. Well, you could leave it there if you wanted to. It'd make a nice little middle kind of console. But you see it's got the little table flaps and stuff. Well, that is a rolling island table combo. And hidden behind recliner number 1 and 2, one on each side, actually 2 on each side rather, we have a pair of folding chairs. So if you want to, you can roll that over here to the middle. You can use it as an island. You can use it as a table. You can use it as a half and half. You can roll it up to the sofa and be able to eat there and have a dinofa. You could scoot the recliners close together and, you know, use it to have dinner off there while being directly across from your no neck wrecker entertainment center. I mean, there's just no shortage of things that you could do with this. We'll get a better look at the kitchen, but this is actually an easier place to get to see the skylight, as well as that larger 12-volt style, 12-volt Max Air style fan. There we go. 8 cubic foot two-way fridge, meaning 110 shore power or propane electric space heating fireplace. And this brand was one of the first, along with Jayco, to really do a lot of cold chambering and cold camp testing. It is hot cold camp proven. Now that is a hide-a-bed. It is like an airbed style hide-a-bed. Open Range, however, always used the AeroBed brand. They never used the cheap little Chinese off-brands of those airbeds. But eventually even Open Range stopped using airbeds just because the common perception of them in the RV industry became so bad. You can see the breeze windows around everything. All the seating breeze windows open right up for airflow. So if you are sitting here in your kind of weird, like 2/3 super slide in a sense, inside these recliners here, you know, you've got great breeze on either side of you. But again, you could take that island out of the RV if you wanted, or you could roll it over here into the kitchen. It's got, you know, the whole thing is storage, which is really, really nice. And that's another one of the things that I really like about the kitchen of the Open Ranges during this generation, because the light L-I-G-E-T fifth wheels that are, G-E-T? Oh, good Lord, I've been in the sun a lot today. You get the idea. The light fifth wheels that they have today are completely different. They're not wide body like this. They don't have the extra deep 42-inch slide. That's another thing. The recliner slide that we just looked at, it's 6 inches deeper than industry standard. This body's 4 inches wider than industry standard. The whole living room is like a foot wider. And that's what's cool about this one. Instead of being longer, it gets bigger at your campsite, so you're not towing quite so much length. It's just really cool. And I mean, I really liked this generation of Open Range. These guys were cowboys. This is when they were still an independent company. And a lot of that shows. They were just willing to do weird left to center stuff, like the big sliding glass breeze window here in the entry door, although it does have, you know, a roll down kind of blackout shade. The bathroom in this is very different. It's funny that we actually just got a Keystone Fusion in, because they actually had a very similar bathroom arrangement for a lot of years. So you look in, you know, you've got lots of wide open space. There is a sliding privacy door. I do want to weave around the corner here so you can see that you do have the corner toilet. With, I would say you could use this for linens, but it's a little small. This is going to be a perfect little toiletry cabinet. However, when we turn around, you see this big double door job right there. And this was one of those other weird, wacky, defining qualities of the Open Range Light series. Not only is that just an immense amount of space, but if you look inside, you can actually see washer-dryer hookup. So, like, if you wanted to, you could kill a couple of the lower cabinets. You could put a washer-dryer in there. Now, to do so, it does stick out further than the doors. You do have to kind of sacrifice the swinging doors, but for some people, that's worth the sacrifice. Now, as I swing around here into the bedroom area, over here our closet slide is enormous. You can see how it's very tall, it's very deep, it allows for some real true hanging storage, so large it actually has a dresser built into it. And you need all that, because if you look, it doesn't have traditional hanging wardrobes on either side of the bed. Instead, it's just nice and big and large and wide open. You know, you're very CPAP friendly with your side stands. You've got your sliding queen bed here. The queen bed actually scoots a little bit so that when that closet slide closes, the bed will shift over. And then once you open that closet slide, you can shift this bed back toward a more central position. I don't even have it all the way over. There's more room to walk around still that we're not seeing. It's just, again, it's left to center. The bed does lift for storage, and this is 50 amp. If you wanted, I don't know that you need to in one this size, but if you wanted, you could throw a second AC up here. And you know, something else struck me as I stepped out here. It's not just, the RV's not just physically clean, it smells physically clean. The folks kept this really well maintained. It smells like Downy fabric softener or something in there. It smells great, honestly. If it wasn't so darn hot, I'd just go hang out in there for a little while. You see that good sized pass-through compartment. I want to mention a couple things. I touched on it inside. This is a 100-inch wide body versus a 96-inch standard body. So it's 8 foot 4 wide instead of 8 foot, with 6 extra inches in the slide out. Now, when these were brand new on our lot, a lot of people would watch our videos go, dude, you need to shut up. It's 4 inches. It's not that big a deal. Get off the screen, come see it in person. You'll see what I mean. It is a difference you can see, feel, and experience when you're in the RV in person. Now, the hitch pin on this is something unlike anyone had ever seen in the business, and it's one of the reasons I loved them, because it's very tight turn friendly. But here's another thing. This was the only series of fifth wheel I have ever seen that was able to be easily converted into a gooseneck sleeve and not lose factory warranty. It's just different that way. It's very, very cool. Also, this is the first time I was really exposed to factory installed strong arm stabilizers, which the wide body open ranges still do today, but we've even found our Wildwood conventionally constructed campers here at Haylett RV are doing that today. And they add so much campsite stability. Now you can see the previous owners put some slide awnings on here to help you keep protected from the sun. Down below that big baggage door, there is a sewer hose tube, so you don't need to get your black tank stuff mixed up with all your other stuff. And this is, notice how that was a full pass-through. It wasn't fighting for docking station storage. They always kept their docking station in a completely separate compartment on these. The tires look good. Those are the original radials, and you don't tend to out-mile radials. You tend to out-age them, and this RV is not old enough where I think that's an issue. Power front leveling jacks, power rear stabilizers. This was made before auto leveling was really a commonality in the RV industry. I've been up on the roof, solid as a rock, can't find any problems up there. You know what, why am I talking about it? We'll go look at it in a second. It's a video, right? The rear ladder, though, it is removable. They do that on purpose. Well, they did that on purpose on open ranges because you've got that cool rear window. Well, if you don't want to be looking at a ladder, you can actually take the ladder off. You can also make sure, like, if there's some hooligan kids whose parents forgot to raise them, because it's not the kid's fault, it's their parents' fault, you can store the ladder like in the pass-through, keep it out of the way. And note, too, guys, windows all over the place. On the driver's side, passenger side, rear side, you've got awesome, visibility and airflow here. Whenever you hear people talking about PVC roof skins used in the RV industry, you can thank Open Range for it. They were the first ones to do that. Now, it looks like around the skylight, they had put down some seam tape and then sealed over top of that. I haven't found anywhere in the RV where there was ever a leak problem. So I got a feeling that this was kind of an overkill proactive solution that somebody put into place. And frankly, that seam tape stuff, you could build a camper out of it. It's not as pretty, some people would say, from ground level, which is why you tend to only see it used in rather almost invisible areas. Also, above the, not the kitchen, but the bathroom, you can see there is one of those kind of nice vent covers right there. There we have it, guys. All sorts of cool, different, good news on this one. So give our team in there at Haylett RV a call. We'd love to get you camping. And remember, new, used, or otherwise, from economy to excitement, we only do everything here at Haylett RV. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, RV delivery, and everything in between. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. You have a sea of selection out here.